I'm Keddie Smith. I'm from the band Keddie's Resort, and you're listening to Brutal Delicious Podcast.
One, two, three, four. The Brutally Delicious Podcast. The Brutally Delicious Podcast. The Brutally Delicious Podcast. The Brutally Delicious Podcast.
This is 70,000 Tons of Metal, the original but world's biggest heavy metal cruise. 60 bands, 4 days, 1 cruise ship, only 3,000 tickets. It's like having an all-access backstage pass. January 29th to February 2nd, 2026. From Miami, Florida to Nassau, the Bahamas, and back. 70,000 tons of metal. What are you doing next winter?
Let's just talk about Keddie's Resort then. American Spirit's been out exactly a month today, right?
Yeah.
What's the response to it so far? It's been pretty good.
They're pretty fucking good. We played the songs so much live before, where like that became our set list because we're like, let's see if these people will like these songs. And then we played them so many times where I kind of just didn't think that people would be as excited for it as much. And then we dropped it and we played a show underneath this bridge with this band from Australia called the Chats. And it was crazy. There was like just a bunch of kids just singing along to the lyrics, and they were like, "We love the album." And so I think people like it. So I think it's good.
You ever get shut down in those places?
I think a lot of other places it would get shut down, but not in Portland.
Yeah.
With that one we had. I'm like very against AI shit, but my sister was there and she was on top of my van and took a picture and told like Chat GBT to like it gave like an exact estimate of how many people were there, and it counted like 520 something heads. And I was like, holy shit. And I'm surprised that one didn't get shut down.
So let's talk about something real quick then. You said you're against AI totally, but I mean, I think you have to sort of embrace it and harness it and maybe use it as a tool though, correct? Because otherwise you're going to I know it's DIY punk and that sort of thing. I know where it's coming from, but I still think in order to carry on and continue to make music or be heard, you're going to have to use it somewhere along the way, right?
I don't think so. I've never had to rely on anything else to like make a song, but also it is just me making the songs.
Right.
I mainly just anti-AI as in just like environmental reasons, like the amount of water it takes for the servers to, and how many people use it. It's just constantly going through. But I still fucking, if you smoke a cigarette, you throw it out the fucking window, you know, like, so you got to compromise a little bit, but.
Okay. You mentioned your bridge show, and I was going to ask you, you're known for your generator shows in oddball Portland locations, under bridges, basements, and wherever you can pretty much plug in, right? What's been the most surreal or unexpected thing that's happened at one of those DIY shows?
Well, there was one where there was a girl, she was wearing like a skirt. I don't know if it was like a girlfriend or just her friend, but we were playing, and then the pit was going crazy, but I just see it. I see the outline of the pit with nobody in the middle, but one chick and another chick underneath her, and her skirt's pulled up like Marilyn Monroe standing fucking over that little sewer thing, and she's just peeing on this girl's face. And I was just like, do I keep playing or do I address this? But I let it keep going. It was fucking crazy. There was that, and then we had somebody get fucking like shot at one of our shows, which was fucking crazy. But that's what that song Chinatown is about on the new album, which that was pretty unexpected. I'll say that.
Did the show continue?
No, the show did not continue, but luckily we played our set before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's funny you mentioned that story about the woman in the pit, because I was at Maryland Death Fest, I don't know, 2 years ago, and you may even know this story, 2 or 3 years ago. And some couple decided to 69 in the middle of the mosh pit.
What?
And you could find that anywhere online. Just Google, I don't know, like sex at Maryland Death Fest. It was like 2 years ago or 3 years ago. Yeah, it was this whole big thing. It was absolutely, it was crazy. And
why would you ever want to do that in a mosh pit?
Yeah, I don't know. But whatever, that was the thing, and it's fun. That's the first thing I thought of when you said that. So yeah, people do some crazy shit, but that's out of the ordinary for sure.
Yeah, I don't get that. I don't get. I don't know if I'm there. If I'm at a show personally, I'm in the fucking very back and I'm trying to watch
Yes.
because I
You
got
think that
I'm a
comes with
fucking
you think that comes with sort of age though? Because that's the way I am too, but I don't know that. Were you like that 10 years ago? 15 years ago? Probably not.
well, I don't know. Probably like when I was a kid, because I'm only fucking 24 right now.
Oh, okay.
But when I was like younger, like a teenager, I would go in the mosh pit all the time, but I had contacts at the time, so I didn't have to worry about breaking these and not being able to afford a pair of glasses again. But now I don't wear contacts, and I'm like, dude, I'm not fucking breaking my glasses because
Yes,
then
responsibilities and growing up suck.
yeah, that sucks. But I don't know. I also just also dig watching people perform and just kind of soaking it in, being like, these guys are fucking cool. I don't know.
Yeah,
You get
I
to see a
absolutely
lot
agree.
more if you're in the back.
Oh yeah. I'm
Oh
one
yeah,
of
you
those
get to.
guys. I've often been accused of being uninvolved or, not interested or being arrogant or whatever. And none of that is ever the case. I'm always that guy too.
Like I'm chilling.
Right.
I'm having
I
a good
like to watch
time.
the crowd. I like to see it all. Like I saw the 69 and whatever. I've seen it all and
If you were at the front row, you wouldn't have seen
I
that.
would have missed it all. Right. And then I
Yeah, you
wouldn't be
got.
telling you that ridiculous story. But so, American Spirit follows an unmedicated anti-hero spiraling across America. If you could turn this character's journey into a video game, what would it be?
Ooh, I'd probably do a fucking like a 2-bit kind of Final Fantasy style, or like old like a Zelda style.
Yeah.
I'd probably do like a 2-bit thing where it's just really crude and it looks like a Nintendo game that was like never shelved.
What would his power-up button be or bonus level?
Ooh, he'd probably be like spewing out like Zoloft pills at people and they're just like killing them, like just shooting them out like that. Yeah.
When you're writing these songs, especially for American Spirit, are you writing them like with the live setting in mind, like this is a great place for a pit or this is a great place for a breakdown, or do you write them and then just adapt?
I usually like sit down at my computer and I'm like, I'm gonna make a fucking song today. And then I go and record. And definitely in between as I'm making parts, I'm like, oh, the crowd's gonna go fucking nuts for this part. So I'm like, I'm gonna build around this part and I'm gonna bring that part back. That's kind of I'm never like making a song purely off of like, is the crowd gonna like this? It's mainly
But
like,
you
are
are
they gonna go
somewhat conscious
hard?
of it, right?
Oh yeah,
Somewhat.
it's more so conscious if they're gonna like have a fun time listening to that. I'm like, yeah.
So then along those lines, and what is the energy like, or how does it make you feel when the energy that you envisioned right in that spot comes alive under the bridge or wherever you're playing, Madison Square Garden?
I can't playing for like a honestly playing for like 10 people. I usually because we used to play for like 5, 10 people, and I would like I never get nervous for shows ever, but I get more so nervous of like there's less people here, all eyes are on me, and if it's really bad, then somebody saw a really bad set with 10 people there. It just looks way worse than it is. But when there's a bunch of fucking people there, man, and they're all screaming the lyrics and like there's like no other feeling like that. It's like waking up from like a long ass like 12 hours sleep and you take that first hit of the cigarette and you're just like let's fucking go, dude. That's what it is. I don't know.
Okay.
It's addictive.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
your sound then, I think it rides the edge between like total meltdown and catharsis, right? If American Spirit were a physical object besides a record, what would it be and how would someone use it to channel or exercise their own frustrations?
Ooh. If it was an object, like not
Mhm.
music related,
Correct.
it'd probably be a fucking stress ball. Just a pure stress ball. Because the whole album is just a stressed out psycho dude. Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely a stress ball.
Is there something you want your fans to take away from? And I know it's punk music, I know it's, aggressive and whatever, but is deep down, is there something you want your fans to take away from after listening to American Spirit?
Oh yeah, just fucking I like have like the whole like there's like a whole concept of the whole album, but then there's like the idea of it, and the whole idea of it is just like maybe listening to it you wouldn't gather it, but Like, don't let people fucking like push you around. And like, if people tell you that like you suck, you probably don't suck, or maybe you do suck. But no matter what, just don't give a shit and just like live your life and fuck shit up. Just know you're the shit. That's pretty much all it is. Just know you're the shit. Don't let anything get you to like a bad point to where like you're like that. You know, it's kind of
Have you
it.
found performing these songs about, the turmoil helps you manage your own mental health?
Yeah. Anytime I'm like really, I should go to therapy, but I every time I'm like super super down, it's just like I'm gonna fucking record, man. And I just record, and I'm like, there's something about it, especially if I make a song during that point in time, of like I'm down and it's really good. Oh, dude, I start sending it to my friends, like, check out this fucking song. And I just feel so good after that.
So two
It's
questions
definitely a
about that
form of
then.
that.
Two questions about that then. First of all, how do you know? I mean, do you feel too vulnerable ever putting that stuff in?
Um, I do. I kind of have a thing where like I have a tendency to like make a song and I know what it really is about. And then like I don't want to like get embarrassed or something like that. So I'll fucking tell people it's about something completely different. I'm like, yeah, this song's about two guys riding a boat and the boat crashes.
Right.
But in
But
reality,
what
it's
about
about
when
something completely different.
right. What about playing those songs live then? Is it tough to revisit that headspace that you were in when you started, when you first wrote that song? Because you wrote it, like you just said, you're pissed off or whatever,
Yeah.
going through something, you record it. Now you're gonna play that song, assuming it becomes part of your set list or a hit or whatever. Do you have to revisit that every night, or how does that work?
No, dude, it's more so just I just want to. All I think about is when I'm up there is I just want to like, especially if people paid like some money for some tickets. It's like I'm gonna give them like my absolute best. So I'm not really thinking of what the song was about. I'll do like 2 seconds of like this next song's about blah blah, and then we just one, two, three, four, just Ramon style. And it's more so I just want to fucking just make everybody feel welcome and like know that they could responsibly party. That's pretty much it.
That's great. Are you taking this out on the road?
Yeah, we did. It wasn't stupid decision, but it was just a spur of the moment. But we recorded the album, and like the day we finished recording the album, we were like, all right, let's go out and let's do this tour now. And so the day after, we just drove all the way to California and we just played like 6, 7 shows down in LA. And then we called that the American Spirit Tour. The album wasn't
So
even
wait,
out
were
yet.
they booked in venues or you just pulled out the generator?
Yeah. We just pulled up to like the woods in San Francisco. A shit ton of kids showed up. We actually had the whole tour booked before at venues. And then the day before tour, the dude was like, oh, hey, by the way, I think there was a miscommunication. I didn't end up booking these shows. And we were
Oh
like,
my God.
what the? It was like a nightmare, like a pure nightmare of like what most bands are like, oh, one time. And so we ended up just doing generator shows, but it worked out even better. It was great.
I mean, I
But we do
think
plan on doing a future tour though in like 4 months.
inside walls, like in a building.
Yeah, in Wall.
And I'm not making fun of it because I think the whole punk ethos was built on like the DIY, play in sweaty basements, play wherever you can, and travel in your van, right?
Oh yeah, generator shows are more fun than a venue. Only upside to a venue is you could hear yourself. That's it. And they also take most of the money and want your merch sales, which we don't fuck. At most venues, we just pull the van out front and we just sell the merch outside the venue.
Oh,
So we don't
really?
gotta give them money. Yeah, we don't. I'm not gonna give them fucking money.
I know when I first heard about that a couple of years ago, I couldn't believe people, are taking cuts of all that kind of crap, especially when, artists are struggling just to put gas in the tank to get to the next venue.
Yeah, it's like we're putting all the money we're getting tonight back into more merch. It's like you don't need our merch money. Like, what the fuck do
Right.
you want our merch money for? I'm not. I'm actually surprised more bands don't just do what we do, just pull the van out front, and just sell the merch outside.
Yeah.
It's not like they're not gonna ask you back. I don't know.
Interesting. Well, maybe they will after hearing this. Who knows? Maybe you're starting something.
That is true. Well, they always do ask us back. So I think it's because we're sneaky though. Yeah, we
Oh, you
sneak
think
it.
they
We're
don't
like,
know?
I don't think they know. I don't think they know, which is good. I think they just all think we don't have merch. Yeah,
Fair enough. So what's
it's
next
good.
then for Keddie's Resort?
Dude, I just made a new album. I recorded it last week and then
Wait, on top of American Spirit?
yeah, I
Oh,
American
I thought we
Spirit.
were still talking about American Spirit,
Oh, we are
but you
completely.
made a
This
new
is
one.
like only you know, I guess now. Yeah,
Huh.
I just made a new one. So that's kind of what's next. I made a new thing, which I did with our last album, A Killer Goodbye. I recorded that in like 2 weeks, and then I was like, all right, let's drop this before American Spirit, because American Spirit was recorded like a year before our last album.
Mhm.
So American Spirit's technically older than the last one, but so now we have like an 8 song album coming out soon too, but
Oh wow.
nobody knows about that. Yeah, that's gonna be like in like January. I put that out.
Wow, good for you. Always writing then, I guess.
Always, man.
We're going to be running up against time. I think that takes me to my questions. Did I miss anything you wanted to cover?
No, man. It's
They
all
weren't
about
too
you,
weird.
man.
Yeah,
No, they were good. They were good.
I try and think a little bit outside the box and be a little not ask you like where the name came from.
Yeah,
All the
you gave
normal
me.
bullshit.
Yeah, you gave me good questions, stuff that I haven't been asked before. So that's good.
Good. Yeah, that's what I
Most
try
people
and
definitely ask, Keddie's Resort, what is the band name about? I'm
yeah.
like, all right, dude. Ugh.
Yeah, whatever. I'm going to tell my listeners if they want to hear what Keddie's Resort is about, go find the other interviews that you've answered it 400 times.
Exactly.
This one, we're going to talk about what American Spirit would be in a video game, and we're good.
That was a great question, dude. That was good.
Awesome. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you taking the time.
Of course, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah, have a good day. We'll see you.
You too, man. Peace.
Cheers.